Hi everyone. I often get asked how to sponge around the edges of cardstock, so I thought I'd show a few different ways to do that, to get that nice soft edge rather than have a lot of ink around your edges. Now I'm going to show you tone on tone and also going to show you some other colours on other cardstock, so like chocolate on top of sage shadow. Now I like to use the sponge daubers, and I usually try and keep one for every colour, and then I just write on a piece of paper and just stick that to it. I find that the easiest. Now I like to try and keep my sponge dauber as dry as possible, so I'll probably not pick any colour up to start with, and then just holding your cardstock in your hand and just wipe along the edges, and that'll give you that nice soft look to it. And then that way you can also control how deep your sponging goes in by turning it onto the edge. So like for instance going around the corner, you can bring that onto the cardstock a little bit more to give it a bit more weathered look around that corner. Now I find when you get too much ink on your sponge dauber, this happens, and that's perhaps not such a good look. So you can see, for example, just a nice subtle edge, and then when you get too much ink on your sponge dauber, that happens. So if you're finding that you're running out of ink on your sponge dauber, ink it up and then perhaps just dab it off a little bit, and then you can continue on. So try and keep your dauber as dry as possible, and you get that soft image. Now if you want to do a different colour around some card, just take that off, and using Sage Shadow, and I'm going to put chocolate chip around it. Again, I'd probably not ink that up straight away, and then just go around the edges of the cardstock. That'll give you that soft, subtle edge. When you dab it in and go from it straight from there, that's what you end up with, which is not real cool. So there you have it. Simple sponging. The tip is less ink on your dauber.